On April 7, 1886, David and Billy Babbitt stepped off the train in Flagstaff, Arizona, seeking their fame and fortune. What they also found was a deep and lasting respect for this new land they would call home. A view from the top of the San Francisco mountains revealed grasslands as far as the eye could see to the north. With the purchase of 1,200 head of cattle and a portion of that grassland, the brothers took on a new adventure and a new promise to love and protect the land. 120 years later, and the Babbitts have played a huge role in the economic, civic, and cultural development of Flagstaff. They have excelled as leaders in conservation and environmental science. In 2001, they set aside 41,000 acres of their Cataract Ranch for open space. This agreement with the Nature Conservancy and Coconino County created Arizona's largest conservation easement and protected the ranch lands from being developed. In 2003, Babbitt Ranches received the National Private Lands Fish and Wildlife Stewardship Award from the International Association of Fish and Wildlife Agencies. The Babbitts of the 21st century carry on the spirit of adventure, exploration, and love of the land. Currently, they operate the CO Bar, Cataract, and SB ranches. Arizona is the fastest growing state in the nation, and securing open spaces for wildlife and access for hunting is becoming increasingly harder each day.
Open space in Arizona is a very important commodity. We have sensitive ecosystems that are under pressure for development. Arizona is one of the most rapidly growing states in the nation, and we feel it's very important to make sure that we have the ability to preserve some of these unique habitats.
Those remaining grasslands in Arizona have been evaluated and prioritized to determine high-quality native rangeland. One of the high-priority areas in northern Arizona lies south of the Grand Canyon and northwest of Flagstaff. Right in the middle of this green priority area is the Babbitt Ranches' SB Ranch. 99,000 acres of primarily mixed grassland, the SB is a working cattle ranch and home to pronghorn antelope, majestic elk, and some very impressive mule deer, as well as an assemblage of grassland birds. Babbitt Ranches is committed to improving and conserving the lands they control. One very important way to make sure these lands are secured for the future is to place them into a conservation easement. Conservation easements provide a mechanism to continue the long tradition of ranching, while at the same time securing open space forever and providing guaranteed public access for recreation. It's a win-win for the rancher, for wildlife, and for the people of the state.
In this case, the development rights on the SB Ranch would prohibit development on those lands.
Coconino County is going to hold the development rights on that property. But in addition to that, the Arizona Game and Fish Department is going to hold what is going to be called a public access easement. And in that public access easement, the Arizona Game and Fish Department, along with its commission, will adopt through time rules and regulations which will affect those properties from everything from big game hunting to the reintroduction of endangered species to recreational uses and research.
Another important aspect of the SB Ranch is that it is home to large colonies of Gunnison's prairie dogs. In 1921, there were over 5 million acres of prairie dog towns surveyed in north-central Arizona. By 2001, only a little over 11,000 acres of occupied towns were found. Much of this acreage occurs on the SB Ranch.
The SB Ranch is unique because it has large contiguous prairie dog colonies that are dense enough to support a population of black-footed ferrets. This summer we mapped the complexes and determined that there were 29,000 acres of prairie dog colonies, and of the 29,000 acres, 13,000 acres were considered high-quality habitat.
The presence of prairie dog towns offers a unique opportunity as another reintroduction site for the endangered black-footed ferret.
The department began reintroducing black-footed ferrets in the Aubrey Valley outside of Seligman, Arizona in 1996 after they investigated prairie dog colonies across the state. In 2006, we trapped up 46 unique individuals.
All in all, the need to preserve large tracts of grassland habitat in Arizona is great, and SB Ranch offers a unique chance to permanently secure nearly 100,000 acres of this precious habitat. We hope you'll make securing an open space and public access easement on these lands a reality.
It's a win-win for ranchers, it's a win-win for wildlife, and it's a win-win for the state to preserve its unique open spaces.